Hey everybody! Welcome back to Shadowbringers. We're starting early today because I can't get enough. Just playing some Guilty Gear. Now I'm playing some Final Fantasy. Hopefully today, I see chat already wants to distract me from the main quest, but hopefully today we are a little more focused on the main quest. Off stream, I've also been playing. I've been fishing. I'm a level 23 fisher, and I just have the best outfit. I actually think this outfit goes much better with my hair than my other outfit. But it is what it is. But let's do this. People are saying that it's probably better to start with the Alisaie quest. Doesn't really matter to me, but I trust in chat. That's cool. It's neat that you get a choice. I like that a lot. Here we go. Look at that. 920,000 experience. We're going to hit level 80 in no time. Ready to depart for Arang. Alisaie will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was, repeatedly. Yeah, she was probably pretty pissed. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro lunch. I said lunch. Launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Finally hit 5 years. Nice, Missile Mage. Thanks for the 5 years, dude. Okay, let's go deliver this thing. Let's go see Alisaie. I'm kind of hyped to see Alisaie. Okay, is there a way... Because my joystick sensitivity is, like, way too high on the map. I wish it was slower. Is there any way to turn down the speed at which my joystick moves across the map? Kudan MX, thanks for the 24 months. Does Damiani use controller and mouse? Yeah, I use controller and mouse too, but just for the map. I feel like it would be a waste to switch over. Maybe that's just me, though. What's up, Cassard? Chat. I did a little spending today. Oh, hey, Ulf. What's up, dude? Hold on a second. Let me wave to Ulf. Oh, Ulf, I love your glamour. Looking fly. Kind of getting Final Fantasy Type 0 vibes. By the way. Hold down R2 from Reddit. Ah, thank you, Gary. Oh, that's so much better. Holy shit. Yeah, looking fly. Oops. Right stick is not zoom in anymore. Here, let's get rid of... Yeah, looking good. Like your character a lot. Thank you, Brian. We're going full Damiani mode, so I figured I needed the hat. If you come looking for her, I might have a spot for another guard. Oh, a friend of the XIV, hoping to meet someone in Arang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there. As a matter of fact, so we can leave right away. Assuming you have everything you need. I do. Is this better played with controller? Great question. It's really personal preference, but my personal preference is controller, and I never thought I would say that about an MMO. This is the first MMO I've played with a controller, and the only MMO I've played with a controller, and I think it controls excellently. My big thing is, with Black Mage, there's a lot that you need to kind of switch between quickly, and I just find it easier on controller. I definitely think mouse and keyboard is super sufficient as well. But I've just had better luck, so I would try it out if you haven't done it. All set, then off to the Unforgiving Sands. The Unforgiving Sands, I like that. We go. What's the name of Freya's hometown in Final Fantasy IX? Whenever I think of desert Final Fantasy places, that's what I think of. That place is great. Isn't the Amarang music, like, hype as fuck? Oh my god! Wait a minute! Burmesia. Is it Burmesia? No. Burmesia... No, that's a different place. Burmesia's with the rain. Gonna have you in the background while I edit. Comfy hype vibes. Yeah, Deadeye Viking. Perfect for that. Should you lose this compass, speak with Jess Rin at the Amano launch in the Crystarium to attain another. Okay, so wait, now I have a compass so I can locate aether currents so I don't just have to look them up online. I want to pay Yoshi P a tithe. I love this so much. Lost compasses can also be replaced by speaking with Gibralont at the Forgotten Knight and Foundation back in Ishgard. Didn't you always have that? Maybe you did? But I don't remember having an aether compass. That could be. I forgot I had it. I have not used it.
From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath Arang once was.
That's very funny.
When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Yeah, this music is hype as fuck. It's amazing. Yo. This might be my favorite song in Final Fantasy XIV. This is fantastic. Holy shit. I did not know I had an aether compass. And I feel dumb. Where is it in my inventory? Did I, like, store it accidentally? I might have. Look at all my fucking fish, dude. I haven't looked. I wonder how much fish go for on the market board. Did I just start Shadowbringers in the stream? Not technically, no. But I'm still at the very beginning. When I first started Shadowbringers, when it launched, I sat here for 20 minutes just listening to the zone. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. But I won't do that to you guys, but I can see why you made that decision. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the heat never fails to catch me off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night, though. The sky is still bright, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Yo, Metallica fan 29, speaking my language. My favorite band, Metallica. Now, the X-Start's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alisaie friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop to moored Souq to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot. I'm off, and I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. I think we need to turn up the game like just a little bit because the music is so good. Actually, let's look at our... Yeah, we have everything up to 100. Yeah, let's turn it up a little bit. Oh, we'll get into a fight. Don't you worry. Do I wonder if I don't have... I almost don't want to mount up because I want to hear the music. Hopefully I have the music on loop. I wake up just dying to play 14 every morning. Yeah, man. I don't think I've been straight up addicted to a game on this level in a long time. Now, granted, it hasn't been that long, right? It's been a couple of weeks, maybe. But, yeah, I'm straight up addicted. I think, look at this. Look at this dude! Oh my god! I was going to tell you guys what I bought. I pre-ordered the rest of the Final Fantasy XIV art books. That's what I did. This is so... I love this monster so much, I'm fucking up my rotation. I can finally use Despair, by the way. Although I don't remember when Despair is in the rotation. It's probably after 3 Fire 4s, I would imagine. Yo, these AoEs though. They're popping off with that battle music, by the way. Good thing you gotta just do an MMO or even one. Yeah, I know. I was playing, to my credit though, I was playing Guilty Gear this morning. Did some training, and then I played some matches with the Faust, and then some matches with the Soul. Actually, let me look at my rotation real quick, since I'm not quite sure when I need to fit in Despair. BLM rotation. They murdered my boy Faust. Yeah, when I was playing Faust today, he was just learning Faust. And, like, he was a good player, but he was just trying to learn Faust. And I just felt so bad for him. Like, I definitely think Faust is easily the worst character in the game. And, like, it's so frustrating that his tools often work against him. For sure. All right. Let's look at this rotation real quick. Okay, so base rotation... Yeah, okay, so when you have a little MP left, you Despair. It's exactly like Zotic said. I never use Xenoglossy. I probably should, huh? I wish there was more room on the first hotbar. Here, what I can do... Let's take a look at Xenoglossy, shall we? Oh, I don't have it yet. I'm not level 80. What the fuck am I saying? Never mind. I like the encounter music, but it just contrasts too much with the zone music and Shadowbringers to keep it on. I understand that. It's a fair thing to say, for sure. You can use an extended hotbar. Is that just in the settings? Hey, Vinicius, how you doing, man? I'm really sad that the Make It Rain campaign is over because it means my grind for 2 million MGP is going to be harder now. I'm just curious, chat. Where are you guys at on MGP? Oh, dude, hey, what's up? Fantastic Chocobo barding, by the way. That's so sick. Mario had 2.2 million. Flexing. 700k, nice, nice. What am I at? I think I'm at like 250? 263. Why does everybody have cool mounts? Stop here for a moment. This is your first visit to Arang, is it not? Before you cross the River of Sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Admire the view. Oh my god! Ulf flexing hard. This is the mount I want more than any other mount because it's so sick. And it's 2 million MGP. This is a flex. We're screenshotting that. You could take the limit break, the mount, and the transport of your first crossbar. Yeah, totally I can. You're 100% right. I don't think I need to yet, but when we get our next 2 actions, we can. What does Umbral Soul even do? Grants Umbral Ice and 1 Umbral Heat. Heart. So do I get an extra Umbral Heart? Is that what it's going to be? You know if I... I might need some help with the Black Mage rotation and just where to fit things in. Because, like, I do want to try to play well if I can. You go into Umbral, and then you use Umbral Soul to keep that up. I can give you the opener. Yeah. All tips welcome. You know, I trust you guys to be chill with it. They built them big, didn't they? That's Cassard Charl. A fortress. I love how it's slanted. A fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Naboth Arang. Seeing as what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once of Norvrant's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along, great chunks of Naboth Arang's lands were lost to the light. It's great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them, anyway. Cassard looks really cool, by the way. No, not many choose to come here these days, not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see moored Souq. Let us press on, shall we? I always use Wes Alber's rotations videos. They make rotations per level and don't assume that you want Savage Rider rotations. Interesting. I should probably look at that too. We can do that. We got some links in chat. We can give that a look. I should probably have it like on OBS just where you guys can see Chrome anyway. So let's window capture, shall we? There we go. This is way different than what I do. Yeah, I don't have any mana pots. Any rotation that uses pots I skip. Too hardcore for my butt. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. You can skip pots and keep the rest. Just pretend the pot step isn't there. Yeah, I've done that before. Here. I don't even have sharp cast on my bar, which is probably a huge mistake. Omega lol. Yeah, I'm on PC with controller. Do you guys use controller or mouse and keyboard? I'm just curious. I'm also curious, like, where people are at in terms of content. Like, are you guys doing Savages? Are you just in it for the story? Mouse and gaming keypad. Interesting. What kind of keypad do you use, Ulf? Lots of controllers. Some mouse and keyboard here and there. Controller since 2014. I'm also a Black Mage. Yeah, any Black Mage mains, definitely feel free to help me out. Kept 80 on all jobs, in it for the story. Nice, dude. Hey, Green Chocobo. Here we are, moored Souq. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. That's so much experience. We're gonna get to level 80 quickly. Just started a few weeks ago, still in A Realm Reborn level 30 quest. Nice, keep at it, dude. Moored Souq. Not just full of moored, but Humes and all... Who are the moored again? Are the moored... Is that the name for Hrothgar in this world? It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a moored before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we could pay our respects to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. Hi, East. More cold bolts, you believe. Hrothgar Aronzo. Got it. Okay. To be honest with you, chat, and this is a super noob question, I realize, but... Because I don't raid, right? There are normal raids, and then are savage raids just harder versions of the same raids? I have seen the Xenoblade 3 news. Very excited. Terrified that it's on Switch. We have a Morrow for hire if you're interested. Actually, before I forget, let me add your name to our registrar. That way you'll be able to come back here anytime you like. Is there a retainer bell here? Not that I see, chat. Because I don't think I have my Aether Compass on me. Let's attune to this so we can port to it. Hi, baby. Hi, baby boy. Savage raids only differ story-wise with new phases, but they aren't canon. That's still cool that they differ, even if they aren't canon. Aether compasses and key items. There it is. Oh yeah, no, I know. I remember this thing. This thing sucks. This thing is like not helpful at all. This thing sucks. No wonder I forgot about it. Man, should we just look up Aether Currents, like, right now? Like, we have to get it over with, right? We have to do it. I guess we'll also need the quests as well, so we should probably keep playing until we get the quests. Yeah, time to Google the Aether Current map is right. Oh, man. I get why they do it, and I think it's totally fair, but also I hate it. Yeah, we should wait until the quest. Hey, Gen. Look at this Kobold Vivi. It's so sick. Are you burying your head in Papa's arm? That's a kobold! My character is actually pretty cool.
Master Gen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Voice acting, baby.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Souq.
How do you pronounce that? Souq. What?
Souq is Mordish for city. As things stand, this Souq boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Halrick. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Halrick by choice, but Souq's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Maud dig up.
I was not expecting Shadowbringers to be this jolly.
We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
I feel like Kobold in this shard are much smarter than the ones from our original place.
That is why they come here. Come from far away. Come with much money. And so our Souq is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it?
When you're here, you're family.
Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Oh, I'm a spender.
As the good
Let's
Maud
do
says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Cassard's VO is fantastic. A Verbert gold piece.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look!
You why?
This is like Hildebrand level.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Oh, we should get a food buff. I wasn't thinking about that. Get that 3% bonus experience. I have not watched What If yet, because my wife and I watch all Marvel stuff together, but you know what? We might actually watch it tonight, after the stream. How did you get the VV minion? Okay, now you're just taunting me. How do get VV? Oh, you get it from Hildebrand? Really? fuck? Watch, I already have it in my minions and I just forgot. No. Wishful thinking. Very wishful thinking. Man, I've definitely done some Hildebrand. I wonder where you get it. We'll have to do that at some point. That'd be fun to stream too. It's time to stop the main quest. No, we can't. We can't get distracted. We can't. Welcome to Ronron's Traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare, and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Oh my god! This is so cool! Worms, bread, meat, skewers. I mean, we're gonna choose meat. That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with my special spicy spices. Say that 10 times fast. Special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights. Oh, you'll like these. Chewy skewers. It's like a quina item. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside, perfect for snacking. I actually have had frog legs in my life, and I don't remember if they were good or not. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruit, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. That actually sounds kind of good. These just look like shrimp. Everyone's favorite, plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want any other treat. They all look tasty, yes. Which to choose? Which to choose? Actually, I think I'm going to do the mush loaf. Ah, very wise. You won't wither on the sands with a gut full of cactus fruit filling. You have the gold? And done. 1 Vobertite honor buys you 40 loaves of bread. That's a lot of fucking loaves of bread. Did I eat all of them? Why? I think I'll share the rest. Our visitor invites us to feast. Let us give thanks for her great generosity and small appetite. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Genyen will be pleased that you honored ours. The warrior of fullness. Keeping the merchandise down? Yes, no returns. Oh, should I have done the worms? I wonder how different the cutscene would have been. Holy shit, there is a coat on my leg. Chad, I need to buy more jeans. I was watching from here, Morella. You honored our custom, and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mord Souq. If you need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide. Yeah, so much experience. Good lord. Ah, you have my courage. You have courage, my friend. Ronwan's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to be back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I conclude my business here in Souq. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye, well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for, you just need to do the lifting and carrying. Here we are, the classic MMO fetch quest, baby. Let's do it. I'll go and take care of some last minute haggling then. See you in a bit. What up, Ben? You're looking well. Thank you. Keen to see what the deal is with Final Fantasy XIV, as I've heard great things once you invest. Absolutely. Highly recommend this game. And it's crazy. Like this sounds like such a fucking... It sounds like we're sponsored by Final Fantasy XIV, but really it's nuts that you can play up through the first expansion, so you get like hundreds of hours for free. It's nuts. Oh, the quest accepted is so good. Alright. Let's like take a look at our key items here. Whoa. Table cactus, Thonton, iron ore, Tholton. PS Plus isn't required, right? That's a good question. I do play on PS5 sometimes, but I have PS Plus, so I don't know if it's required or not. The spiel has become a meme. Yeah, no, I know. I know it's become a meme. And it's a great meme. No PS Plus required. That is good. That is good. Okay, so this is one of our items. What was it again? Iron ore. Okay. The PS5 version is very nice, extremely fast thanks to that SSD, and looks extremely comparable to the PC version. The thing that's interesting, and I'm sure you can turn this off, is when you walk around the dual sets, like, vibrates the footsteps. Yo. Fat chocobo, dude. Did they fix the PS5 version? I haven't had any problems. I didn't know that people were running into problems. I've played it a decent amount, and I really, nothing bad has happened with it. Table cactus, okay. From Thonton. PS5 version still performs worse than PS4 on BC. Sorry, what do you mean on BC? Sure that it is worse than the PS4 version in a lot of spots? Interesting. Yeah, I guess I just haven't noticed. I really have not had problems with it. But, you know, I certainly trust the Digital Foundry more than myself in that regard. You came in with Cassard, yes? Good, good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please take your quickly purchase. I didn't notice either the load time difference when I played on PS4 is game changing. Yeah, the load time difference is very, very, very nice. Graphics hold up really well for how old the engine is. I totally agree. Now I played this game on 3 generations. Was the PS3... I've never played it on PS3. Was it pretty bad? What? Cassard sent you? What? Why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no, no, no. Nabatharang relics, wasn't it? All packed in that box there. Handle with care. I respect the heck out of my cousin for suffering through AIR and PS30. Indeed. Chad, I was thinking about playing this with some buds. Are there some missions I have to do before playing with friends? I think there might be like a little bit that you have to do, but not very much. I think like after the opening cutscene, because I did this with my wife not that long ago. We both made new characters. And you can pretty much party up right away. It was the blurriest mess I ever saw, and the frame rate was so bad. Oof. Yes, you might start in different cities depending on races. Yuvo is right. Don't tell me you've been around the entire market already. I have. Here you go. Is it depending on the job, not on the race? Gotcha. Okay. Hey Ben, don't know if anyone's told you this, but did you know you can target enemies by holding the right trigger and pressing the left bumper or right bumper? Make sure you don't accidentally target allies. No, I didn't know that. I think the game mentioned that at one point, but I forgot it. So that's good to know. Yeah, we'll try that out. Next time we're in combat. Cassard says, "Aye, that's the lot, all right. Good work." And quick work, too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you wanted to sit in the city like the XIV, but something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you return, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middlemen and sort this out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard! Feels like an age since I last saw you. Hey, it's me, kind of. Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesleen, it has been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Alisaie. I'm supposed to be taking her to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Alisaie has told me so much about you. You're Morella, aren't you? That surprised reaction. I knew it. How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alisaie quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over Morella's guide, Cassard? As Morella's guide, my shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you're able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Orang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Question about, like, these coffers, these item coffers. Did they implement this so that you get more gear for your class without having to, like, choose or have quests where you get gear that isn't for your class? Because if so, I think that's really smart. When Damiani's presentation last night and the Square Enix logo came up, I thought for sure he was going to bring Final Fantasy XIV. And I was like, in my head, I was like, 3 votes immediately. Immediately. But Final Fantasy X was an excellent choice. So if I were to pop that white oak glove as a different job, it would be for that job and not for casters, necessarily. Okay, I should probably save this lower level stuff then for alts. Or for other jobs, I mean. Alisaie has been desperate to see you, Morella. so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. I'm so excited for the launch day of Endwalker, like the early access day. And I want to stream it with Damiani and Brad, but... Wait a minute, hold up. What was the targeting? Don't be too excited. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the servers are going to buckle. There's 100% chance, right? Oh my god, this is... Look, this is so much easier for targeting. Way easier. Okay, yeah. This is how you should target. Absolutely. With the influx of new players as well, servers will get flooded quick. Yeah, no, it's... Like, I'm sure they will try their best. I have no doubt, but it's fucked. All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be, if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? I thought you might. Alisaie was always saying how much, I mean, let's just get going, shall we? It's always the worst, right? Like, this is such a first world problem to the point where I really shouldn't even complain about it, but... Like, when you're so excited for an MMO, and... you've been waiting for launch day for months, if not years, and then it just doesn't work on release day. And it's expected at this point, right? But yeah, I should have been doing Sharpcast all the time. Shadowbringers was surprisingly smooth, even though it was their biggest launch yet, but I don't think there's any way they can be prepared for Endwalker. Yeah. I wonder what 14's concurrent player base is like right now. Is that why they called it Raban Extreme? Because people were just desperately waiting to get into storyplay? I actually just bought Garden Story today. I bought Garden Story and Axiom Verge 2. The only problem with the bumper targeting that I'm noticing is sometimes, like, if you hold it down just a little bit too long, it will target something else. But maybe that's just something I can get used to. That battle music is fucking awesome, chat. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. I bought Axiom Verge 2 on Switch. I forget, is Axiom Verge 2 exclusive on Switch? Or is it also on PC? And it hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alisaie was strong, but in her mind she was never, Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. It's EGS on PC. Got it. Thank you, chat. And on PS4. I'll wait here so you can fight any without distraction. Twitch. Odd. The enemy designs of 14, I feel like, don't get enough credit. They're really fantastic. I mean, they're great in 11 as well, but 14 is very good. There's me not using sharp knife. Will this thing kill me? Will this thing kill me? I kind of want to fight it. When you die, do you use gil in this game for dying? I meant to look that up the other day and then I forgot. Very lenient. If you don't lose guild for dying, what's the point of putting your money in with the retainer? Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, I should have my chocobo up, by the way, as well. Retainer money is mostly stored for what they sell. That makes sense, I suppose. Chat, you can tell me. Are any of the fish that I have worth anything on the market board at all? Or is this all garbage that I can just vendor sell? Early fish are good for decent levels on Culinarian, mostly just vendor. Okay. Should I save it? Should I save them for Culinarian? Yo, we're almost level 73, baby. Let's get that chocobo out here. Trade at Damiani and play to develop it. Oh yeah, I should do that too. That's a good idea. What do you get from developing Damiani and play? Story guild, tighter, and a glamour. How good is the glamour? That's where it's fucking at. I'm probably wrong, but I feel like black mages are kind of OP. You just melt things. You're doing Demon stuff right now because I forgot it after Stormblood. How are you finding it, Ulf? Hard to play when getting out of the way of things. Totally true. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork. And know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to them. They're the highest damage job, but lacking mobility means it requires more skill than other casters to play in the endgame. For sure, for sure. Oh, chat. I think it was last stream. Somebody gave me this mount, and it's really cool. And then when you fly, it transforms. And it's just the sickest thing. Watch the Indie Direct, Ben. No, I did watch a couple of trailers from the Indie Direct, but I haven't watched the Indie Direct in full. Still no Silk Song games, yeah. No, trust me, I want Silk Song more than anybody, but I wasn't, actually mad, but when Huber said Silk Song tomorrow, it's like, dude, don't even say that. Like, seriously, don't even say that. Like, don't try to remove it from your brain as much as possible. Like, I know, everyone wants Silk Song. Everyone. But if you go in expecting Silk Song now, you're just going to be disappointed. Oh, dude, we leveled up from a location discovery. Fantastic. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. Seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow, but first let's head inside, shall we? Do you still think there's a chance for it to come out this year? I do. Yeah, I do. Alisaie? What's funny, if you think about it, the story of Shadowbringers is kind of like the story of Bayonetta. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alisaie arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. The afflicted? You don't know? I don't think I met anyone besides Alisaie who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up not knowing. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alisaie give you the full explanation. WoW is still bigger than 14. I'm curious what... WoW doesn't publish sub numbers anymore, do they? Because I'm curious what the sub comparison between the two is. It's nice seeing all the people experiencing the game for the first time. TCM, I am obsessed. I'm having a great time. Thanks for joining. Free company, there we go. I want to execute that, but we already have 2 actions. Even if WoW is still bigger, it's very likely close at this point. Yeah, I agree. It's probably very close. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head south. Head out the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Chat, I'm trying to balance quest dialogue with reading your guys' questions and responding to chat. But sometimes it can be hard to get the chat game balance right. So if I'm favoring one side over the other too much, feel free to let me know. And I'll be happy to adjust as best I can. You're not taking away from the experience at all. I was actually really worried about that. Before I committed to this Shadowbringers stream, I was like, I wonder, and you know, not anything personal against you guys, but I was just wondering if I wouldn't be able to appreciate the story as much. And you guys have been great. You've been really respectful. So, shout-outs to you. You've also been really great during the dojo streams. Are you still playing PSO2? No, I'm not. I basically, look at that, the Aether Current. I sacrificed New Genesis for Final Fantasy XIV. And Genshin for Final Fantasy XIV. If I ever get to a point where I'm like, I feel like sufficiently caught up or sufficiently where I want to be with 14 though, I would definitely go back to New Genesis. I miss it. I miss it. I had a lot of fun when I was playing it. Yeah, I believe Huber's still playing. You can't play them all, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Alisaie is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they look to be about the right size. When will you be competing at EVO? Friday at 2. What are my top 3 Final Fantasies? Man, I feel like I can't even answer that until I finish Shadowbringers, but I can definitely say that my number 1 is 9, for sure. I'm also a pretty gigantic 7 fan, but I like so many of them a lot. What are your top 20 FFs? There you go. That's the real question. The footprint curves around to the west. Man, Axiom Verge 2 having customizable health and damage sliders makes it already the best game. That's really cool. How can I get you to take the leap and start watching wrestling? What's the next major wrestling thing coming up? Because they just had Money in the Bank, right? That was recently. Honestly, I just... like, having a date for when to watch something would be really helpful. SummerSlam is a week from Saturday. Yeah, I would watch SummerSlam.
Get back here! Is that... It can't be.
Just falls and dies. Is Alisaie a red mage?
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about.
Alisaie's pretty cool.
I knew you'd turn up
That
sooner
classic
or later, but I had been hoping
head
for
turn.
sooner. How are you? We fought them to a standstill then.
This reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I can't say more than that without spoiling everything.
The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
Why don't we want the rejoining to happen? Is it just going to trigger another calamity?
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam.
Look at how beautiful this is.
A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct, that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eater's victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Punished Alisaie. Remember how I said this expansion was super jolly? Oh, hey, Lynn. Yo, you've got a gold version of that mech. Wait. Oh, okay. This is for, I was like, what? Eggs. For food buff, dude. Thank you. Excellent. Let's pop that right now. Let's get that XP. Lynn is not only an incredible 14 player, but also one of the best hunters I've ever had the privilege of playing Monster Hunter with. Eat old 99. You can't stack food buffs, right? I don't think you can. It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. To add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. You can eat 2 of them at the very least, which is nice. I just got here. Has anyone suggested Weak Albert's job rotation guide? I played for hundreds of hours without realizing I was playing super poorly. Cool guides, very thorough. We should look at this. We should look at Weak Albert's job rotation stuff. I've never heard of this content creator, but Ulf was also suggesting them. Or Wesk Albert, Weak Albert. Sorry to that man. Here's what we do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way, we'll have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater. But you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling out around there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Yeah, let's look at these guides real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but we can take a quick glance. Weak Albert.
Welcome to the Black Mage 1 to 80 leveling guide. In this guide we will cover all of your skills as you train to be an AoE magnet better than the rest of them, but also hopefully kill your enemies along the way. Watch as your spell casting goes from this
Okay, question chat. Do I need to watch this whole thing? Or can we fast forward to our current level?
to this.
Alright, let's start at level
This
70.
guide is framed at
Actually.
level 70. Foul and Enhanced Enochian. Enhanced Enochian buffs the 5% damage increase to 10% damage increase and gives you a new mechanic as Black Mage. We now have Polyglot. After 30 seconds of having Enochian on, you will gain 1 stack of Polyglot. This is represented by the diamonds underneath your compass. In order to use Foul, you must have a stack of Polyglot, meaning it is essentially on a 30-second cooldown. However, even with a stack of Polyglot, the timer for the next Polyglot continues to run. That means if things line up weirdly, you'll end up with 2 fouls in a row. Unfortunately, if you gain a stack of Polyglot while you already have one, you will lose that extra stack. So try using them as soon as possible. As for Foul itself, we have another scaling spell. A massive 650 potency nuke, with each additional enemy within 5 yalms taking 10% less damage, up to a max of minus 50% damage. It is best to use this when in Umbral Ice phase, as you want to use your entire fire phase for casting fire spells. In a single target rotation, just fit it in immediately after Blizzard 3 when you have it, as there is no mana cost even when you have no mana. In AoE, use it just about any time after Transpose. Just be sure you're not accidentally losing a Thundercloud proc. Our AoE rotation is short enough that you're very unlikely to lose a Polyglot stack by holding too long, so keeping Thundercloud rolling is going to be a better gain and a lot more priority. If you weren't doing it before, definitely do it now. Never drop Enochian in dungeons, so spam Transpose between fights. That way you get more fouls, and never drop your buffs. You'll end up doing a lot more damage this way. Level 72, Aspect Mastery. This trait makes it that when you have 3 stacks of Umbral Ice or Astral Fire, all spells of the opposite element no longer cost mana. Of course, Flare gets its own exception. However, remember how our AoE rotation was using Transpose? Let's just delete that, cross it out, and there we go. Perfect rotation. Good.
My AoE rotation is ass.
But this also comes into play with single target rotations with our next skill. Level 72, Despair. That's what I feel when I see this skill. Okay, not really. This is basically a single target flare. 380 potency and a long cast. It also costs all mana and grants Astral Fire 3. You've probably noticed that whenever you do an Astral Fire rotation, you end with some mana left over. Now you are free to dump that extra mana into Despair. Level 74, Enhanced Sharpcast.
I just want... This is a good explanation, but I just want, like... He has the 74 rotation. Okay, you get what I'm getting at. Let's take a look at this. All right. Take your time learning your rotation. Will the game more fun for you? Totally. Okay, so we have Sharp Cast, Swift Cast, Blizzard 3, Enochian, Thunder, Blizzard 4. This is pretty, except for Sharp Cast and Swift Cast, this is pretty much what I was doing before. Ley Lines, Fire 3, Triple Cast, Fire, Fire, Fire. Ooh, he fits 4 fires in there. Interesting. Triple Cast, Fire, 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 Fire. 4, Fire 1. Thunder, Fire 4, Fire 4, Despair. Mana Ward, Fire 4, Despair. Yeah, that's a shit ton of damage. Blizzard 3, Foul, Sharp Cast. Thunder 3, Blizzard 4. Okay. This isn't too far off from what I was already doing, which is nice. It's not like that crazy, but I should reconfigure my hotbar a little bit to accommodate this. What does this mean? I know that GCD is global cooldown, but off global cooldown single weave, off global cooldown double weave, I don't understand that. I'm going to take a picture of this on my phone real quick. Double weave equals 2 off global cooldown abilities between global cooldowns. In between GCDs. I see what you're saying. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So that makes sense. So things like Inokian and ley lines and triple cast. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. All right. This was good. Shout out to Goo Baby and Ulf for recommending Wesk Albert. Which, of course, I have to think of Albert Wesker every single time and just want to call him that. But, yeah, that was very informative. All right, so we should probably change our hotbars accordingly. Because we're going to need... Foul. I don't have foul assigned at all. I can get rid of limit break on the first hotbar for sure. He glamours his Wesker. That's pretty good. I can get rid of the mount on the first hotbar as well. Okay, is there anything else I don't... Oh, Mana Ward. Yeah. Mana Ward is super important. So let's do that as well. Okay. I did not close YouTube. That is correct. Holy shit. Thank you, chat. I wonder if there's a better way I could optimize these buttons. I guess I'll figure that out as I play. Otherwise, I think we're good for single target rotation. It's interesting that he swift casts the Blizzard 3. I guess Blizzard 3 does take a while to cast. Oh, I did. I thought that was Mana Ward, and it was... Or Mana Front. Yes, that's right. I hotbarred the wrong one. Thank you. That was dumb. If you watch the whole video, it explains why everything is where it is. Totally, yeah. I need to watch the whole video, but we'll do that. I'll do that off stream, so as to not spend too much time on it. For story stuff, we're not going to have to be optimized, but I do want to play well, or at least decently if I can, and so I'll watch that stuff off stream for sure. He seems like he has very good guides. Wait, what? How did I lose a Nokia? I was just staring at my hotbar that entire time, and I don't know how I lost a Nokia. I must have fucked something up there. Alright, we'll get this down now. Let me turn off auto lock on my phone so I always have it pulled up. Just chat. I just have this picture of Tony Hawk just right there on my phone. Okay, I definitely saw myself lose Enoki in that time. Here, let's... Yeah, I saw it there. I saw it there, so I know how I'm losing it. I just need to be faster, but I'm not used to this new rotation yet. So let's try that again. Alright, everything is off cooldown. Oh, not everything. Sharpcast and Swiftcast aren't. We'll wait for those to come back. We'll practice this. No Chocobo. I had my Chocobo up earlier. I think it just despawned. But the Chocobo will definitely help here. Okay. Yeah, that definitely felt a little bit better. Man, I feel like fitting in 4 Fire 4s. I guess you have triple cast, so it's not that bad. Can I pop another Gishel to make it safe for an hour? Yeah, I can. Okay. Is an hour the max you can pop that for? It'd be nice if I could just, like, make it 4 hours. Oh, no Sin Eater. Okay. Oh, thank you for casting Heat of Battle, whoever did that in the company. Is the way everyone says Enochian the official way to say it? It might be Enochian. I don't know. We had our pronunciation minds blown last time with ennui, so I truly do not know. Enochian. I have always said it Enochian, but I cannot say with any certainty whether or not that is correct. You can also do 3 Fire 4s, 1 Fire 1, 3 Fire 4s without losing any DPS. It's only important that you get that you get 6 Fire 4s in your fire phase. Definitely. I haven't been doing it very well, but I do try to do 3 Fire 4s, 1 Fire 1, and then 3 Fire 4s again for sure. Enochian. This is a stealth pronunciation stream. Enochian. Alfino. Getting 4 before refresh is definitely a tight squeeze. Yeah, I can imagine. How did you fare? I thought there might be 1 or 2 looking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary in this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually these Centaurs are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the Void Synth, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful Centaur goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols, to cull their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped me on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Eno-chan. Eno-chan! Oh. Alisaie tells me you've helped her out on patrol. You have her thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alisaie missed your company. Everything is always, if Morella were here, she would. That's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Morella's methods. Ha ha ha. Honestly, after seeing her in action, I can understand why. The way she leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. Let's go, lesbian love affair, right here. I'm only teasing, though I have no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets, just as you do. Yo, no Aether Current quest yet. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing, aren't there always? I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alisaie? What, and twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. I could do with a hand, it's true. Thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the larder, Alisaie. Well, we could do that. Could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Pawnel, Todden, and Halrick. They may not give much in the way of a response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Even if you're doing like the most boring fucking thing in the game, that quest music kind of makes you hype. When she said there are 101 things that I always need doing, I thought how there's a stack of dishes that I need to do, and how I hate doing the dishes. I'm curious, chat, what your least favorite household chore is to do. Thank you. That was it. That's all we got at Apollo. Oh, cleaning the litter box is a good one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That does suck. Maybe worse than dishes, in fact. I don't dust. I really probably should. Totten glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Cleaning the bathroom sucks. You know what else sucks? Cleaning the microwave. You don't have to do it very often, but it sucks. Yo, cutscene. Unexpectedly. He's a brethren. Halrick remains utterly still as you wipe sand. Whoa! Hold on, turn this off. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. Hey, Maria! Oh, you're sitting on poor Halrick. Would you invest in a Roomba? Okay, this is probably not true, but I feel like with Roombas, I don't believe that they actually work. Like, I feel like if I got a Roomba, it would just end up being stuck in a corner or something. I don't have faith in them. But maybe they do. Maybe they're great. You've seen to the patients? How were they? Good, that's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I'm concerned about Halrick, though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take Morella to Souq if you have any errands that need doing. That poor little boy is going to die because of the stupid light. Well, I suppose there is one thing you could do. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ronron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Morella. There's something I want you to see, right after we stop at Ronron's stall, of course. Cats could ride on the Roomba, and I feel like that would make it worth it. That is a good point. That's a fair counterpoint. I have seen videos of cats riding Roombas, and that's pretty sweet, and I would like East and West to ride the Roomba. They love going on rides, so they sleep in our office chairs all the time, and like, when we move the chairs, they just don't mind at all, which is great. Also, anytime we move the couch, they just hop on it, and they love to be moved. So yeah, maybe a Roomba would be worth it for that. I don't know how much Roombas are, though. We should be on the lookout for any currents as well. Oh, there you are, little guy. I just want to use spell. Just to do it. Using foul for mental damage, exactly. I'm treating this like a single-player RPG right now, where if I happen to give it a fight, I'll just take it. I have not done the first dungeon yet. I wonder how close I am to the first dungeon. I feel like we're progressing fairly smoothly, but that's a deceptive thing to say when we've moved so slow the last two streams that, like, we may have a ways to go until the first dungeon. Just realized your Chocobro's named Grey Fox, indeed. I name a lot of things Grey Fox, Foxhound, that sort of thing. Man, the Fenrir mount is so fucking cool. Oh, we missed Aether Current. Good call, chat! Yo, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I hear it. I hear it! That has to be an Aether Current. That chime. Plan on trying New World. Yeah, Zandius, I do want to try it out. We might stream it. I do want to try it out. Curious. I'm sure chat tried out New World. Curious what you guys think about it, because I haven't played it for a single second yet. But I've heard interesting things, I feel like, about it. On the little that I've... Oh, there it is! Haha! Haha! You're gonna be checking out the Tales of Arise demo thing? Yes, I am. I'm curious if... I was gonna ask if progress will transfer, but I imagine that the way that they'll do it is they'll, like, cut out the intro, and it'll be... Because with other Tales demos, I feel like they give you, like, multiple spots that you can try out, so I can't imagine progress will carry over or anything like that. No, people have complained about the run animations in New World. That is definitely a thing. But yeah, I probably won't be able to help myself, and will definitely play the Tales of Arise demo. Did you play any of the Ascent? No, but Don was talking about it, and he was really into it. But I have not played it. This might be an Aether Current quest, chat. I could have just ported to this place. God damn it. Greetings, friend. You like helping people, yes? Maybe you can help me too. You see my son, Goon Goon. These are great names. Makes me very proud, but very worried. He works very hard, too hard for his own good. He follows orders, yes. Follows them until someone tells him to stop. This is very dangerous, bad for his health. I need you to speak to him, persuade him to rest. He should be near the Red Sarai, probably leaving no stone unturned in his search for relics. Please tell him his father orders him to stop. I feel like, and maybe I just have a bad memory of the kobolds, but I feel like the kobolds are slightly different in this world, which is a cool touch. Hi, Easty baby. Hi, baby. Any hype for humankind? Not particularly, but I suppose that might change if and when I actually get to play it, but not one that I would say I'm hyped on. Wait until you see Lalafels? Oh, no. New World had a decent core, but I was already bored by day 3. Ouch. Speaking of betas, Diablo 2 beta this weekend. Are any of you jumping in? Ron says, "Oh ho, back again, are you? You need the taste of Ron's wares?" I do. Let's eat the worms. Actually, we're just looking to buy nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarine, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one, free of charge. These kobolds are so nice. Kobold's not wearing a mask like on the source. That's a good point, and not something I noticed. Wilbo Baggin. Gods, I've never seen a moored merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? Oh, come on, baby. Oh, there you go. I will wait till release with D2. Can't wait. Nice. Nice. I'm excited to dive in this weekend. Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. The worms, if you please. Only the best regulars for you. Come again, my friends. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetherite on the main tower, the view I want to show you. can only be seen from its very top. Pleasant music. Diablo 2 Resurrected has an open beta next weekend, doesn't it? Yes, I believe so. There is a closed beta for people that pre-order now. Or, not now, this weekend. And there are 2 new classes that they're adding in this beta that wasn't in the first. I think it's Paladin. And what's the second one? I think it's Paladin and something else. Man, it's been interesting kind of seeing the response to Back 4 Blood because I feel like a lot of people are negative about it. And I definitely think some of their complaints are valid, but I very much enjoyed my time at the beta overall. And so it's interesting reading people that are strongly disagreeing with us. Not that I necessarily think they're wrong, it's just an interesting difference in opinion. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I'm curious what you guys think if you've experienced it so far. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Glazed regulars, you actually brought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, alright? Only once. We're bribing the guard with worms. It's great. Never fails, shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought. It's Halrick's favorite fruit.
Am I gonna shed tears over Halrick? My little dragon boy.
Most of the patients, Halrick included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true.
The lore in this game is so
Sooner or later,
good.
every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
That's fucking dark.
I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough.
Yeah, jolly,
But it's
right.
a war
I was wrong.
wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed? Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
This is a very good cutscene. Like, the dialogue was fantastic, but something that was a little curious is we were holding the apple in the most unnatural way for a curiously long time. Speaking of Ethernet cables, Rebirth, I ordered a new Ethernet cable so I don't have to use this ancient one any longer, and it's showing up today, but I don't think it's been delivered yet. So we will probably get random disconnects, but not for much longer. It says it will arrive by 10 p.m. Don't you love delivery estimates when they're like, it'll be there sometime between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. and you're like, okay, thanks. Awesome. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the walls is worth more than an hour of Urianger's lecturing. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. We're gonna fucking kill him! God damn it! It isn't just the threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards and would spare them that suffering. It is a way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Oh, that's so brutal. Okay, let's... Where is... Yes. Let's do the Aether Current quests right now. Hey man, enjoy. I wish I could stick around to watch, but I just got to Heavenward to the South, loving the game. Totally understand. Enjoy Heavensward, dude. It's super fun. And I appreciate you stopping in. Chat, I think everyone's going to be mad at me when Game of the Year comes around, and I just say that 14 is my Game of the Year. I mean, it's going to be SMT5, but it's also going to be 14. Yeah, you guys will support me, but what about the normies? Wait, I'm going the wrong way, damn it. I got distracted by our chat. For 2016, Blood and Wine was your goatee. Yeah, I think DLCs can definitely be goatees if they're substantial enough. Only a few more left to convert. Yeah, I guess who's not on the 14 train? Like, it's getting to a point where it's most of the allies. I guess Don, Blood, and Brandon, but I feel like Brandon could be easily convinced. Because he's played 14 before. Oh, Isla, yeah. I definitely think Isla would be hard to convert. I can't imagine Isla getting through a Realm Reborn. Don and the Gold Saucer. Yeah, we should just show Don the Gold Saucer and be like, this is the whole game. Isla bought a Warp Skip Push and didn't play. Yeah. I could believe that. Accused Don to pressure. I do think if Isla and Don streamed together, that would help. Don would love... I mean this, he would love Chocobo Racing. Yeah, Chocobo Racing would be his favorite thing in the game, without question. Also, you can breed Chocobos in this game, right? How do you do that? Because I need to up my ante for Chocobo races. I've done a few, but I need a better Chocobo. Blood would be impossible to make play an MMO? I don't think so. I think Blood wants to play. I think he's just intimidated, which I get. I do. I super understand that. But I think he wants to play. Is that an aether current in the background? I think there might be one close. Sorry, Are you lost? For non-VO stuff, let's turn off auto advance. Father says I must rest. That will not do. No, I will stop, but not yet. I need something to show for my efforts. All this scrabbling, all this searching, and still no shinies. You came here to tell me to stop, but if I refuse, your job will not be finished, will it? That will not do either. Wait, I have an idea. If you can help me find shinies, my job will be over. Your job will be over, and I can rest. Simple, yes? That's the thing, Jump Button, is I feel like Blood doesn't get sucked in too often, but when he does get sucked in, I do think he'd go hard. Look under that rubble and find whatever there is to be found. Maybe it will be valuable, maybe not. Either way, let us keep searching until we get at least one shiny. I really want to make like edited content about 14, and I want it to be high quality, but I don't know what to make it about. Something to think on, I suppose. No shinies. You can turn Isla with the 14 Bard concerts? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, this is not gonna happen, right? But, like, imagine how sick it would be if all 8 allies, like, entered Endwalker together, and we all played. I don't know. It would just make me so happy. And then Kyle was there with us. You would cry. Is there a card game in 14? Yes. Triple Triad. And it's great. Just bought 13 Sentinels. Can't wait to play after I finish Last of Us 2. Oh, you're in for a treat. 13 Sentinels was one of the best games of last year. What did you find? Not more rubble, I hope. There you go. Oh, this looks very special. Such pretty patterns. I've never seen one like this before. But how much is it worth? I'm an expert in finding shinies, not a historian. Perhaps we should ask someone. Once we sell it, we will divide the profits between us. These kobolds are so nice. We work as a team, so half for you, half for me. Fair is fair. I thought I heard an aether current somewhere near here. Can't eat any more food right now, I guess. Do you think 13 Sentinels will ever release on other systems? I don't. Actually, I feel like, yeah, well, that was a good time to disconnect it. We need that Ethernet. I feel like Vanillaware doesn't have a great history of that. They've done it a little bit for sure, but no, I don't think it will. Yeah, I'm hearing phantom ether currents. Is there one close by? I think there is. My gut tells me that there is. Give us the lore for Till and Crumbottom. So hold on. This is the character I made with my wife. She's also a LFL. I've told this story before, but I don't know if you guys are around to hear it. This is just the name I made up, but we were making characters together in 14, right? We're starting in Gridania. And I was making a Vieira, okay? That was going to be my character. My character was going to be a Vieira. And my wife just looks over at me and she's like, oh, that's what you've decided on, right? And like, here I am as a Vieira in my underwear, basically. And I'm like, I'll switch. And so I made a Lalafell instead. I do really want to make a Vieira, though, at some point. Is combat good in this game, or are there sacrifices being an MMO? I think combat in this game is great, but I think it takes a long Hold up, dude. What happened? Did we go down? Chat, did we go down? Like, completely down? For like 20 seconds. Damn, okay. What was the last thing I said on stream? Okay, so what I was saying about combat. I think 14 has my favorite combat in any MMO that I've played. I really love it. I think it's really brilliantly designed. But I think it takes a long time to get to that point. Also, look at that. Look at that Aether Current. Ether Current, excuse me. Yeah, I think it's really, really good, but the beginning levels will probably bore you. But like right now, as a black mage, when I get into like a boss fight, not only are there really inventive and fun mechanics of the boss usually, but I feel like I have so much to do and so much to pay attention to just with my own job, which is really cool. Yeah, I actually used, you guys probably didn't see it because the stream went down, but I did actually use my compass there to find that Ether Current. I love the combat, but I think for a WoW player, your skill activation lags behind because it depends on the animation of the attack. Yeah, getting used to the GCD, I can imagine, if you're like a hardcore WoW player, might be a problem, but I didn't think it was that bad. The J-Strum, thank you for the 63 months, dude. So it gets better in the later levels, thanks for your input. No problem. The nice thing about 14, though, is like every class, every character can play every job, and it's super simple to switch, right? So, like, basically, boom, I'm suddenly a different job, just like that. So it's really easy to try things out. Every job has its own story quest that you can get involved in, and seriously, I recommend people try out this game. I think 14 is super, super special, and I'm not even done with Shadowbringers yet. Like, I think this game is only going to get more popular. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? Thank you. Alisaie explained why I wanted this, Ashi. I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others and we've decided to keep an eye on Halrick for now. Save Halrick! Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. I don't think I said Iceborne is better. I don't think I said that. I think what I said was Iceborne is really good, which is true, and I haven't played Shadowbringers yet. Somebody said that they can only play this on PS4. Is that okay? Yeah, I've played on PS4. I think if that is your only option, I really think that that is fine. Just trolling. Yeah. I figured. No worries. It's okay, chat. I fucked over 14. And this is my redemption arc. This is it, right here. This is it. I'm entering my 14 goth phase as redemption. Yeah, I'll make good, exactly. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for a welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. Watch the stew is like made of dead patients. So Gun and Fan, you have to roll a sage for Endwalker, right? Yes, correct.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
Tesleen is so sweet.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs. That's what I like to hear. Give me a moment to warm up the pot.
Guess I'll dip in on PS4. Yeah, please do, and let me know what you think.
In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get.
Damn, dude.
I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death.
That music kicked in at the perfect time. Like, ramped up, I mean.
When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Halrick, no! That's not Halrick, I don't think, but even so.
They're coming.
Tesleen! Have you seen Halrick? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Chat, there's less than 2 hours of this stream left, and I'm fucking pissed off. Like, it's just melting away. I hate it. Give me more. Oh, I actually want to refresh something that Tesleen said about the Warrior of Darkness. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Is the sunless sea the source? Is that what that's referring to? Sunless sea is the night sky. That makes sense. Morella, Alisaie, we have to go look for Halrick. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandering out there alone... We'll assign search areas and split up. Any ideas where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are so suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. Sin Eaters, right? Excuse me. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Halrick isn't very sure on his feet, so we wouldn't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halrick. Please be all right. I'll cover the north and west. You take everything from here to the south. Got it. I love how I'm responding to the characters in the game like I'm actually there. Like, okay, Alisaie, I'll go patrol the south. Got it. We've gone full RP. Oh, look at my Nimbus Cloud that I bought, because of course I did. One step from being isekai'd into the game. No joke. I think I would love to be isekai'd into Eorzea. That'd be sick. Also, the music for the Nimbus is so cool. Sin Eaters? No, Sin Eaters. Oh, I love my fat chocobo. I was really proud when I got this. I don't even remember what I had to do, but I was. Can you make it so that mount music doesn't overwrite area music? Like, is there a setting for that? Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Yoshi P, he's thought of everything. There it is. Awesome. Oh, that's so much nicer. Yes, yes, yes. What is this song called? Is it just the area? You scan your surroundings in search of Halrick and suddenly find yourself under attack. Of course. Yes. I'm sure. Oh, I got a challenge. Nice. I should look at my challenge log more. I really want to save a lot of the challenge logs, though, for alt jobs. Though I guess it refreshes, so it doesn't matter. Do not search Shadowbringer music as it may lead to spoilers. Good point. Good point. YouTube is a minefield? Okay, I will try to avoid... A lot of times what I do when I'm playing games is I like to just like see how far I am in the game. Not that I want to be spoiled, I just want to see like, oh, I wonder where I'm at progress-wise. And I do end up spoiling myself a lot that way. I will not do that here. I'm not going to look up anything. Plus, I have you guys anyway if I have any questions. Quest level is a really good metric. That's a good point.
No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
The Sin Eaters look so cool.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
There it is!
Is that...
Oh no! Halrick!
Why is the Sin Eater killing Halrick? I thought Sin Eaters wanted to infect others so they joined their ranks. No! This game fucking sucks.
Tesleen, no!
This is the worst Final Fantasy game. This is worse than Final Fantasy 2. They baited me. I thought for sure Halrick was gonna die.
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in vain. Mother,
I'm gonna have to fight Tesleen. This is... Why does everyone like this game? Okay, that is pretty cool, though. And he's just looking at her so coldly. Kinda spooky. Kinda spooky. I should have screenshot that image. Like, it's cool. I feel like Final Fantasy XIV just graduated from a shonen to a seinen. Right now. This is horrifying.
No, 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 no!
Go Alisaie first, they said. Yeah, exactly. Chat doesn't actually like this game. They just want to see me suffer. Oh, look at your little bonfire. That's so cute. You're so cute. Welcome to Shadowbringers. I really was not expecting Tesleen to die. I thought they were going to do Halrick. I got baited. Halrick, you little bitch. You caused all of this. Fuck. The voice change on Tesleen as well when she became a Sin Eater was really cool. Alright. Chat, I'm gonna take a quick research break. Let us think about what transpired here. Hello. I have gone to the bathroom, and I've fed the cats. Also, chat, I don't know if any of you are unsweetened tea fans, but recently I just tried Tehava tea, and it's really good. Like, really good. If you are tea people. Yeah, I always do unsweetened tea. Not a big sweet tea guy, myself. How close am I to the first dungeon? It'd be really exciting to get the first dungeon in on this stream, so I hope I'm somewhat close. But this has been enjoyable regardless. Not very close? Okay, we probably won't get in then. Damn. I'm sorry, Morella. I tried to tell the carriers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on. Not like this. So I've got to tell people that I just watched Tesleen die? And people think this is a fun video game that they like spending hundreds of hours in? It's just so unfair. Tesleen was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. I mean, Heavensward did the same thing, and yet we all carried on. Bro, I barely remember Heavensward. Barely! Will Fort, like the comedian. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate what you're doing here. Me? I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing, about giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. Do you know subs and gift subs are now cheaper in Europe? Or did USA get the same price cut? I saw that there was some sort of subs are now cheaper thing, but I didn't look into it. Now I have to talk to fuckboy Halrick. Halrick is as unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless. I was so sympathetic to Halrick, but now that Tesleen is dead, he stands motionless, staring up into the sky where Sin Eaters made their escape. I'm just kidding when I say fuckboy Halrick. I'm not actually upset at him. Alisaie. Tesleen would hate you for being mean to Halrick. You're right. You're right. We should be nice. We should be nice. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Halrick. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow, and I thought I could protect you. Alisaie's new digs are pretty sweet, by the way. These are new, right? Yes. Yes, they are. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Halrick back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Halrick's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Farewell, Halrick. Keep Tesleen's words close to your heart. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. I agree. Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damned light, building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. We're gonna use the shadow! We're the Shadowbringers! Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I have gained here to hurt them. What are we, some kind of Shadowbringers? It is funny when they just say, ha! There it is. Taunting me, dude. Taunting me. It makes such a cool sound when you jump, too. Oh, and it gets balloons when you fly. Dude, I need it. I need it. I need to grind out that MGP. That's a really cool mount as well. Everyone's flexing on me. It's funny when they say, like, the Eaters are such a threat, because I just think of, like, rampant buffet eaters that have gone too far. They're the ones putting people in pain. And look at my little dumbass mount. I don't have cool things. I just got this dumb little rocket. I think that might be the best mount that I've ever seen. I think that might be the best mount that I've ever seen. Just the fact that you hold up its head when you move. That has to be from the Christmas event, right? How do you spend achievement points? I love that thing so much. I want to get every mount that I can. Are you going to get the polar bear mount from the event starting Friday? You bet your sweet ass. I can't wait. It's not the Dark Moon Fair. That's WoW. But it's something like that. You said that for most mounts? No, I think the snowman one... Okay, no, the giant cactuar is still my favorite. But that's like second place. Snowman's like second place. Moonfire. Okay, Moonfire. Moonfire, fair. B sent 89, thanks for the 5 months. You'll be able to buy the snowman in December. Buy the snowman? Does it cost gil or MGP? Real money? It costs real money? Fuck, dude. But it won't be available until December? It was free last year. Buy the $40 well mount? Oh, my friend. I have. We're in deep, boys. We're in deep. Spent $42 on this motherfucker. This game is castrating me. $14, dude. This is it. Chat. Do you want to know the scary thing? And I shouldn't use this word. This awful, dirty, naughty word. I think this is going to become my new Hearthstone. I think this is it. I think we finally found our new Hearthstone. Oh, that Rathalos mount. We gotta grind that out, by the way. Oh! I forgot there was a yokai event, yokai watch event in this. That's really cool. Even though, like, I'm not a yokai watch player, I think it's neat. But people are just taunting me. That's all that is happening with their glorious mounts. The yokai event sucks. The grind is unreal. Really? Damn. That's lame. Forgive me, Marilla. I couldn't stay there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the end battle against the blight with kindness, I must fight it my own way. With steel. Miss Alisaie, is there anything I can get you? Your swiftest Amaro. I need to return to this Crystarium immediately. As you wish. Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Arang again. I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. But the wind did help clear my head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the XIV. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sinews out, shall we? I love that they just transport me back to the Crystarium. That was really nice of them. I do have the Moogle hat. I do have that. It's pretty sweet. When did I get this? When did I get this sandcastle for a head? I don't remember that at all. This is not a sandcastle. This is not a sandcastle. I look even cuter than before. Yo! BG Junkie. Lewd style on point. Very cool minion, too. I feel like people don't care about minions as much as mounts, which makes sense, but I think minions are pretty sweet. Level 70 Black Mage Gear is VV Mage Gear? I probably knew that at one point. I assume that this is the end of the Alisaie questline and now we go do Alfino? Thank you for seeking me out, Marilla. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment we decided upon a direction, but you still have to visit Alfino, haven't you? And if I know my brother, he'll be on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success, if he hasn't already. I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being. But don't keep me waiting too long, huh? It's so dirty how they, like, you start the Alisaie quest, and it's super chill, and you're just picking what food you want, and then it ends with Tesleen dying. And Yoshi P is just laughing in his office, trying to decide if he wants to release Final Fantasy 16 or not. Yo, 16 is gonna be fucking fire, isn't it? It's gonna be fire. You will visit Alfino in Kalusia then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making journey. Here's a letter of introduction. Present it to Zhen Mai, the master of beasts at Tenemos Rookery. He will take care of you. When you see Alfino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Chat, did you want me to do Alisaie first because you knew how brutal it was going to be? Like, all that talk of like, oh, it'll get you adapted to the world better. Those were lies. Those were lies. I sit in the cutest way possible. Oh, look at that Poogie! Look at that 2P! Yo, the near raids are not that far away, chat. They're not that far away. Will you be there when I stream them? And cry tears of joy? I bet the near raids are even cooler than the Monster Hunter stuff. If you use a position emote, you can swap your sitting position. That's cool. The default one is pretty sick though. The Nier story in 14 sucks though. The mechanics are good. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Apparently, like, the lead writer of Endwalker was saying, like, hey, you should do the Omega raids because it'll be relevant in Endwalker. So we gotta do those as well. Your face is unknown to me. What business do you have at my rookery? Coil, Alexander, and Omega are all relevant, baby. Okay, alright. Well, we'll prioritize Shadowbringer, MSQ, and then we'll do those. Signed by the XIV, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Kalusia. I will pick you out a friendly well. We already know Amaro are used for traveling. That's right. Mounts are like my great friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield, more accustomed to chocobos, perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you are plainly unaccustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zune worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the XIV sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Are the Omega raids Ivalice raids? Is that what they are? Separate, okay. Don't they call raids? I guess they're called raid alliances in this game. Ivalice is the hardest normal content in the game. Interesting. Wait here, please. The master should be along with the mounts shortly.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Kaluja's seems really cool too. This music is amazing. Like, what a way to introduce you to a zone, dude. This music. Raktika is where the magic happens? Alright, alright. No spoils. You guys are good, but no spoils. No spoils. Chat, listen. Let me just become a 14 content creator, okay? Just let it happen. I love these hobgoblins. These are, like... Not only are they a reference to classic FF, but they are straight up like old Amano art. Like, they're modeled just like Amano art. It's really cool. I took off my first person. I wonder... I need to, like, remap that. Because I want to see these creatures. What's 14 on, or what's first person on keyboard, I guess? I could do it that way. That tank. How do you get the tank? The tank is really cool. Everyone becomes a 14 streamer in the end. Home? Okay, let's try that. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, look at these dudes. These are straight up like the Amano art. It's so cool. I say as they kill me. Okay, I guess it's going away. Chat, when I'm off stream, I want to start leveling other jobs. I've been digging into gathering, but I wonder... what job I should dig into, combat job I should dig into first. It's Paladin, Warrior, Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, White Mage, Scholar, Astrologian, Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, Samurai Bard, Machinist, Dancer. I am really interested in Dancer. Summoner, Red Mage, Blue Mage. I feel like I always do DPS in every MMO, and I feel like I should branch out and do non-DPS. I wonder if I should do White Mage or Dark Knight. Yeah, I should definitely do a healer or tank. I agree with you, Rebirth. Since you have ranged magical, I would recommend a complete opposite in melee. Yeah. Should I do Gunbreaker or Dark Knight or... Gunbreaker or Dark Knight, I think, are top two. You would love Scholar's Story? Yeah, I probably would. Dark Knight's Story is great. Alright. I think Dark Knight is pulling ahead. I think Dark Knight is pulling ahead. Is Dark Knight pretty easy to play? Like, I'm to be honest with you, Chad, I'm worried about tanking. Like, I just don't do it. And I'm worried about the transition. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach on the eastern coast of Kalusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, senior attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. That's a nice contrast to the previous area. I thought that way too, now I pull entire dungeons at once. Tank anxiety is a real thing. Yeah, that's what I mean. I have tank anxiety. Spy you that city in the distance. That is Eulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale and was once an ally in our battle against the abomination. For years, the Eulmoran elites have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. Oh boy, eat the rich! They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority. And while we are not at war, our relationship with Eulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the XIV during your stay there, especially in the vicinity of the city. I am glad we understand each other. Now the XIV has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. Is tanking pretty chill, chat? Like, is it not that bad? Aw, hey Kenmi. Yo! Are you sure you want to give me this? This is so hype! I don't know how rare these things are. Like, I don't want you guys giving me super rare stuff that you could sell. Is thank an emote? Is there a /thank? That does not exist. I will /battle. Thank you, slap. God damn it. God damn it, you guys. Kemi, that was really nice of you. Thank you. Now we gotta pop it. This looks so sweet! And you can change position, right? What is that? What was it? Vaughn was just telling me what it was. It's C pose, I think, right? Oh, I don't know if the mount allows it. Can't on mounts. Okay. I want to see what the flying animation is like for this. What the fuck? That's like Amaterasu. That's really cool. Could maybe use C-post off the mount, then retry? We can try that. Yeah, let's do that. That's pretty good too. Alright, let's see what else we have. These are all good. Let's try our mount again. Oh, no. Okay, went back to the other one. Oh my god. We got people lined up, man. This will end with me mount grinding, without question. Also, look at this, like, Mecha Godzilla mount. See, you guys, you're distracting me for the MSQ, and I get distracted easily. It's gonna happen. You can press enter to open the chat and then press up arrow to do the last thing that you typed. I knew that at one point I'd forgotten, so that's good. If you head south along the coast, you'll eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Ivor. Ivor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Kalusia and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a spring of time. That will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with Amara until you are ready to return. I always want to read that as Amana. Friend? Yeah, we should use our new chair mount. That's what we should use. What's the rarest mount in the game? Like, I'm sure there are plenty of mounts you just can't get anymore, right? Triple Triad mount. Is it just a card that you fly on? Oh yeah, Feast would make sense. I've never done PvP, and I should just try it. The new Feast mount looks like it's from Nier? Is that accurate? Also, hi. Feast. Hi. You're just sitting on my hands. Good stuff. Good stuff. Petronodon is the hardest. It's an insane grind. How do you grind for it? What are you after? Fish? Crab? I think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere. If you have a taste for it. Ooh, I do love a bit of time. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. East is freaking out. Oh man, how do you get Ozma? That'd be cool. Alfino, eh? I know the one. I am champion of the downtrodden. Eulmore is richer than all of Norvrent put together, but it's a different story for them as But it's a different story for them as live outside the city. As live outside the city. Is that? Did they fuck up there? Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him. But you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. It's just weird English old style. Okay, it was definitely messing me up. Make for Still-Tude. Still tied, not Still-Tude. That's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there. I'll see that Alfino joins you. Hope you enjoy Shadowbringers as everyone else did, Ben. I'm enjoying it a lot so far, and thank you for the 51 months. Yo, mech mounts are sick. I kind of don't want to stop the stream until we get to the first dungeon. Just because I'm really excited to do a dungeon. Post-ARR isn't as bad as you expected. I feel like post-ARR is when things kind of start picking up quite a bit. Okay, that's also pretty great. Is your first time in a tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What will you be having? I have said that, like, every mount is great, but also it's true. How do I get the Ultros minion? Well, now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear, I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity, and I'm not about to go begging for one from our neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Ah, here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? Once you squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can laze about here as long as you like. Is Ultros part of the Hildebrand questline? Or am I just making that up? No, it sounds like it is. Okay. Yeah, we should do that. Not right now, though. I should just macro this chair mount. Or not macro, add to hotbar. It's a very different thing than a macro. If I want something to do for off-stream, you should absolutely go do Hildebrand. Would you guys be okay if I did that off-stream? Or would you want to see it on-stream? Yo, got that Rem hair. Chat, I like this music just as much as the last area. Can I buy the Shadowbringers soundtrack on iTunes? Because I'm gonna do it. If I can. Up my foot last night. How much is it? I don't sub to Spotify, I do sub to Apple Music. I wonder if it's on Apple Music or if I've had to buy it. Oh yeah, don't buy it yet, spoilery. I wonder if I could... Yeah, you're right. Man, okay. Chat, I did a stupid thing. I didn't spoil myself. Trust me, but I did do a stupid thing. I bought an art book thinking it was just an ARR art book, but it's actually a Shadowbringers art book, and it's sitting there in its shrink wrap because I don't want to open it because I don't want to be spoiled. It'll be like my treat once I actually finish Shadowbringers. Which we're gonna do as quickly as possible. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day. Brave adventurer. Live open on stream. Yeah, we'll do it live on stream. Fuck it, we'll do it live. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Might still be alive to see it live. I feel like I'm so sucked into 14. Like, I know it took me 10,000 years to play through Stormblood. I realize that is totally true. But I think we're so sucked in that this will go pretty quickly. Beat Shadowbringers a couple days ago. I still have to catch up on content, but it feels good to finally make it. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Yo, he bounced. Sir, I will believe it when you see that last patch cutscene. You know what? Fair. Gone? Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Galetown, outside Eulmore, you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat anywhere you like, dear. You've more than earned it. We'll even throw in another drink on the house.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Yo, look at Alfino's new digs. He's looking seemingly pretty sharp as well.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
I'm kind of excited to see Alfino. I've missed the poor boy.
'Tis good to see you, my friend. The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alfino, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu.
Don't you dare say that
It's been
name.
even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. The time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well. Huh. Alisaie said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
I get kind of Palom and Porum vibes from Alisaie and Alfino. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but...
I see. Both the Exarch and Alisaie told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
Hold on a second. Well, we're here, fucking around in the 1st. Isn't the Empire just going to, like, swoop in and wreck everything with the Warrior of Light gone? Like, we're fucked.
Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Eulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Hungry for another adventure?
And so we take to the road once more.
Ready for adventure? Wait a minute, weren't they selling, like... I'm getting this flashback to some sort of, like, Final Fantasy potion that they were selling, or, like, alcoholic drink or something? It was blue like that? It's a very vague memory. Man, it's so... like... There are a few game series that mean just the world to me that, like, I've grown up with. And have, like, pretty much been a part of my entire life, and Final Fantasy is one of those. And it feels good to be obsessed with Final Fantasy again. It feels good. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival right, you may be lucky enough to see why I've yet to set foot in Eulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west and then cross the small bridge. Kane Alex. Thank you for the gift subs. You've gifted so much on this channel. Much appreciated. Here's to Final Fantasy obsession. Absolutely, dude. Helps that Final Fantasy 14 is a gigantic love letter to classic Final Fantasy. I feel like it's not just a love letter to classic Final Fantasy. I feel like it's a love letter to all Final Fantasy, which is pretty sick. Chat, unfortunately, I will have to stop at 6, which is but 35 minutes from now. But let's see. We got Mike and Mike tomorrow. I was like, I hope I could squeeze something in tomorrow, but Mike and Mike is tomorrow, so I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can, but we'll try. I also need to prepare more for Evo tomorrow. As great as it is to be obsessed with Final Fantasy again, maybe don't do it the month of Evo. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe it was the right thing at the wrong time. Lugia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck, the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. Like 1.0. That's a really interesting thing in the context of this very game. No, no, get away from me! Over there! Quickly, someone's in trouble. We've only had one disconnect today, which is nice. Plus, a new Ethernet cable is being delivered to me this very day, so hopefully that'll fix the problem. We'll have to see. If not, I'll get a VPN. Yeah, it still hasn't been delivered yet. The Diablo 4 director left Blizzard? Shit, dude. The game is never coming out. Oh, God. I did just jinx it, that's true. My rotation's all a mess. I've got a cat on my lap. Yeah, cat aggro. Exactly. Cat... I do... Okay, something that does kind of annoy me about 11 and 14 is that they don't just call it aggro, like it's enmity and hate. And I think that is kind of lame. Because it's just aggro. Thank the fates. Look out! Doesn't WoW call it something else too? Do they? I always called it aggro in WoW. I didn't realize it was called something else in WoW itself, in the context of WoW. Threat? Huh. Oops. I missed that dialogue. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. You all right, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. She looks like Matoya. Wait a minute. Wait a minute! That just hit me like a truck. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Eulmore with the rest of them. She does look like Matoya. What do you mean she doesn't look anything like Matoya? Am I blind? I guess Matoya looks older. Okay, I guess you're right. You're right. I think I'm reaching for connections now. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. East, what are you doing? One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Senator's task any easier. I just really wanted it to be Matoya, chat. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Thank you again, you saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Am I just being ageist? 'Tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Eulmore's shadow. Should the Senators descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? Quite a lot, actually. I can see why you wanted me to do Alisaie first, because it does probably contextualize the Senators better. Ah yes, Alisaie would be well qualified to speak on the subject. Compared with Amarang, Kalusia is almost a haven, but as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Senators would have claimed another victim. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. People just wanted to see you distressed. Dude, yeah, full Damiani mode. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna solve this right now, by the way. This Matoya crisis. Right now. Alright, her name was Manic Madam. All right, there are no Google images of Manic Madam, but we do have Matoya. Okay, so the face definitely does it, but Manic Madam had like a purple crest right here on her chest. That was there. That was there. There are some similarities, chat. There are some similarities. That purple crest, I mean, it's a necklace on Matoya, but it was there. It was there. Oops. You can ride a gorilla? Isn't the gold Magitech rare too? Maybe it is. Pepe Sylvia, yeah, exactly. This is my Pepe Sylvia moment. Let's eat some more eggs. This is the egg eating stream. The fabled cooking stream will finally happen in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I want... What I should do, I wonder if there's a way on YouTube to just get access to the... I should make a playlist and just play the 14, not 15, not Final Fantasy 15. The 14 songs that I've already heard and not spoil myself. But I'm probably playing with fire that way. The new battle music's great. Love it. Very... almost Xenobladey to me, I guess? That's probably not true.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Eulmore itself lies beyond.
I want to see these Eulmore fat cats.
This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
The Shadowbringers quest jingle is my favorite, I think.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend,
Heavensworth
eh?
is good too. And Stormbloods.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
What?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What?
Compete
I was
in
only
what?
making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Is that a Zorn and Thorn reference? Please.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Eulmore extends its warmest regards.
We get
Let it be
hot
known that a
waifu
lady
Zorn and
of
Thorn?
distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu!
Yoshi P is a god. An actual deity.
Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Fish, is it? Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Eulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon.
That doesn't seem like a bad idea.
Passed through the Iron Needle than Eulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident!
Interesting shot. Booba shot.
For you!
Oh,
Enjoy!
thank goodness.
Meal is a foodstuff which Eulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Aha! Look, that pun. Alfino. I like that her eyes matches the outfit. It's great. Okay, so chat, don't spoil this for me. Don't answer this question, but my hope is that in order for us to get into the city, we have to compete in a cooking competition for Zorn and Thorn. I really hope we have to do that. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Eulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I've seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Only level 70 culinarians can enter. I would be so mad and happy at the same time. It would give me a good excuse. Everyone has this mount but me! It would give me an excuse to level culinarian. Noodles and broth. Yeah, noodles and broth, dude. I think I might have just read the same thing in chat twice there. And got hyped on it twice. Still here, are you? Can't blame yourself for wanting a slice of Eulmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gatetown's not much to look at, but at least it's safe, and the meal is as good as the best thing I've ever tasted. Now I kind of want a hot pot. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meal, you realize, float in the otherwise plain broth. Level 7 culinarian requirement would be cruel and amazing. Can you imagine the outrage? Like, it would be worth it for the outrage alone. Oh my god, people would be so salty. They'd just be the saltiest, like, I'm unsubbing notices ever, and I would love it, dude. Oh, man. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? Oh, look at that! Yo, I feel like they're just handing me these ether currents, and I'm not against it. Me, who maxed culinary in first plebs. You leveled culinarian before anything else in the game? I almost can't believe that. You've seen what Gatetown has to offer? These people can no longer fend for themselves. They become dependent on handouts of meal, and believe Eulmore is the answer to all their wars. It was your third after Bard and Ninja. Still, that's pretty good. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive any other way of life. Chat, my inventory is full and my retainers are almost full and I just need to sort it out. You disapprove of these people's way of life? You can put stuff in your chocobo? Disapprove. It frustrates me, certainly. That is only part of it, though. Oops, we have auto text turned on. Not that it matters. However unjust the system seems to be, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. Exactly, Afino. Check your privilege. But take the elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forgo Eulmore's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gatetown, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Eulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Kalusia's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a My tongue is exhausted. At the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Eulmore's gates. It is fortunate that you have arrived when you did, Morella. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. Is that a reference to the FF6 box art? If so, that's super sick. There's a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called. No, the Ondo... Oh, yeah, okay, the Ondo are Sahagin, okay. For the most part, they keep themselves in their ocean grottos and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Totaro took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold. And so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular. And when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls, an attractive business venture for any prospective investor. Would you not agree? Surely the most jaded Eulmorian lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I have come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. My appointment with Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet them on the shore. Might you help the exchange? Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first. I must pay a visit to Moshe Moa, my supplier in Right. Come, it's just northwest of here. He's up to no good. I really liked it in the Make It Rain event quest was really fun. I almost feel bad talking about it now because you can't do it anymore, but like just going around the gold saucer and trying to figure everything out was really neat. And the first time I did it, I didn't get enough evidence. And I liked that they showed the person in question as like a completely white figure, just all mysterious. You Googled the answer. No shame. I was happy that I didn't do that I forced myself to travel around, but it took a while to find everything for sure. Your inventory is half empty. Is that, It's funny, because you're right, but even half empty feels like too much, even though you're totally right. Alright, so Chocobo Saddlebag. It's been right, it's been staring at me the whole time, and I have nothing in it. And I am a fool. Can you multi-select things? Like... There has to be a way, right? There has to be. You cannot. Damn it! Yoshi P! I wonder if there's a current nearby. No, not really. Like, not that close anyway. That mount's really neat too. I assume you get that through Kugane? Stormblood Beast Tribe quest, okay. There's so much of this game I don't know at all. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good to do you, Moshe Moa. I read that, chat. I initially read that in my head as Moshi Moshi. Good day to you, Moshi Moshi. This is my associate, Morella. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue haired? No, he said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confound it, someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I shall take up the west. Moshi Moshi. You can add hotbars on one side of your screen for mounts and stuff and click on them. The HUD is pretty fun to play with. Yeah, I should do that. Whenever I open that like customized UI screen, I get really intimidated just because it seems like it's a lot all at once, but it's probably not that hard. And I could just look up a YouTube guide. I kind of like these quests where you have to zoom in and find stuff. You've located your quarry. Marilla, any sign of him? There! You've a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. Did I hear a current? Mayhaps. Mayhaps to the southwest? 153 yalms, you say? Chat, you're totally right that I feel like these currents are extremely convenient, which is great. Some of the Stormblood ones were obnoxious as hell. Absolutely they were. I didn't even do all of them, but yeah, a lot of the ones that I did were kind of obnoxious. I wonder where we're at. Okay, we still have a lot. That's definitely off-stream stuff for sure. Yo, those yokai mounts. Let's do it. You can't get all of them in the first two zones until main scenario quest progress. Okay, that's good to know. Whatever.
There you are.
Oh no!
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry.
Dude, I have like
What
90
maybe
eggs I
could
can
steal
give
your
you.
idea. Get in that way.
What is your name?
Kaishir.
So Makotes are
Tell me then,
Nistels in
Kaishir.
this?
Must it be Eulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Eulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
Yes, the Mistel has such a whiny
voice.
voice.
With the Ondo at the
it's
cave.
great.
Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Eulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank
Good
you.
guy, Alpha
Thank
now.
you.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kaishir, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
Is this commentary
We
on the
strive
nature
to
of
bring
capitalism?
swift salvation to this world. That countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless? I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alfido, ever the slave to sentiment.
Okay.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Right then? Is that... I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
I think that's Thancred. I'm pretty sure that's Thancred.
Come on, they may need our help.
Thancred. East, 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 east. You're dangerously close to the power button, buddy. Alright, unfortunately, I will have to end it here. But this was a super fun stream. Thank you everybody for watching. Had a great time. Want to play more 14. Don't want to end the stream. Kind of just want to stream it every day. But this was great. This was super fun. I'm loving this. Still pretty mad that we had to experience such a heartbreaking death. But it was good. The stakes are high. I think it just means that the stakes are high. I think that that's a good thing. But yeah, there will be more. There will be a lot more. Maybe even more than you want. But it will happen. GG, everybody.